Yep, Zach's got everything. He's all set.
Cool, yeah, I'm recording. Yes.
Alright, hello peoples. It is us once again,
Yes. The Knights of the Lost
and I'm
Plan are
doing
back.
laundry.
Laundry, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
We last left off with the party entering the Colosseum. After a slightly saddening event where they see the rock that Hazel used to kill a man. So
Yeah.
so
Zach's got that rock.
yeah, so EJ wanted to uh wants to get in on the Colosseum action too. So so uh, so uh, so so EJ, what do you do?
Well, where am I?
So you four are in the little entrance area to the Colosseum.
Okay. And yeah, Reese is with us.
Yes.
We're just all together.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
four
yeah,
of
yeah.
us?
All four of you have just entered the Colosseum.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, well I'm just gonna immediately head up to the, I don't know, what is...
The
guy-
front desk.
The guy again. The
Okay.
guy who's running it all.
Yeah, Zach's gonna come up too, just because, very awkwardly, just yeah, I'm in here too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll introduce you.
So the manager of the Coliseum goes. He looks at you, EJ. Then he turns to Pyro. Then he goes. Is he a fellow? Is he one of your friends?
Yeah, he fights alongside me.
So,
He's, you know, a bit weak, but
so
he should be able to have some good fights.
The man eyes you down, EJ. He then goes, follow me, and then he takes you to another room that is across the hall from Pyro's room. So you guys have a close. You guys' rooms are close to each other. So
Zach just quietly swapping out weapons real quick, making sure.
so yeah, Drac and Gwek, what do you guys do while Pyro and EJ are doing this? Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna head back to that library.
Okay, so you head back to the library.
Not even gonna watch his first match. How sad.
It's
He'll do
fine.
fine.
Drac, what do you do?
I'm gonna just kind of see if there's any go do some research probably the library to see if there's any swords like the one I got.
Okay. Okay. So yeah.
This is so sad.
So Drac and
Gwek.
Drac and
It's
Gwek
fine.
Drac and Gwek head to the library, and then there you see in there is a yes. You two see a robot there.
Oh.
It does not look like Pyro, but instead it looks like it's on a Segway. Yeah, it looks like its feet have been swapped out with a Segway, and it's putting away, and it's sorting away books.
Okay.
Oh, that's definitely different from last time.
Yeah.
And you see that there's two of them here. What do you do?
I might go up to one of them and ask, hey, what happened to the last guy?
So the robot looks at you and goes, we have been brought in to help with the new books. The old librarian is ill.
Oh, well. Alright then. How do I put this? So, the last librarian, he liked me. He let me go into the secret section of this place. You think you could show me there?
The robot and Guac. This is a fairly sizable robot. It's about 12 feet tall. They reach their lower abdomen opens and they reach in and they grab a small leather-bound notebook. Open it. They look through it, see something, close the notebook, put it back. Their abdomen closes. Then goes. Yes, the librarian wrote of you. Please follow me. And he then leads you back to the to the forbidden section. And Drac, what do you do?
One still there.
Oh yeah, there's a second one still there, putting away books.
Alright.
In the other side of the library, but yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go up to him
Okay.
and, like, be like, hey, so, like, I found this, like, one sword. It looks pretty unique. Do you have any, like, books of anything similar to this?
Okay, so the robot grabs it. They look at it and goes, and they then hand it back to you, and then they roll off. Then they come back carrying a large tome labeled History of Mythical Weapons. So then a few minutes later, EJ, you so about 30 minutes later, so there are a few fights going on at this time, being like random like gladiators fighting, and then about 30 minutes later, the manager comes in and he goes, hey. He then taps on your door and goes, hey, it's time for your fight. Get ready.
Oh, okay, thank you. Zach is just like sorting, like he's got his backpack still, and he's just like, he's essentially just sat there like preparing his various weapons for use. At all, technically 3 of them, I guess. The darts and the 2 things he stole. Not stole. Reese isn't here, but not stolen. But yeah, he's just getting ready, really.
Okay.
Nothing too much, and he heads out after like probably an extra 2 minutes or so.
Okay, so you see that the manager is waiting by a small, but he's waiting by a box basically. And it's big enough for you to stand in. What do you do?
Oh.
Box?
It looks like a wide box with 2 of the long sides being replaced with bars, and one of the sides is folded up to the roof.
Huh. Nowhere else to really go?
There is a bit more hallway there is some more hallway behind him leading to more rooms, but the man is gesturing into the box.
Well, Zach is just gonna walk
Okay.
up and do I hop in this? Or...
He was just standing there. So what do you do?
I
Nice
guess-
and comfy.
So
I guess Zach is just gonna like awkwardly like one leg in, like lift up, just kind of crawl in.
okay, so the gate closes behind you, and then the box starts to
I'm
raise
gonna
up,
literally feed you alive.
and then the box starts to raise up to the main Coliseum ring,
Ooh. Uh,
and it is now time for you to then, and then you see the man, the announcer right there, and then and then you see the previous fight being between a Triton being one of those fish people y'all fought a few sessions back with those poisonous swords, and you see a fairly large skeletal figure within the shadows of the box across from you, and you see that box lower, but you can't see anything else. It just looks like a large skeletal figure.
Zach just waves a little bit, like a pleasant little smile on his face.
And then you see a few people carry the Triton off to a third box, and then you see the announcer come out, and the crowd is loving this. The crowd is loving this, mind you. He goes. Today, we now have a new challenger. So then the box then right across from you, EJ, raises up again, and you see what looks like a very big bull in it with wings.
Oh no! Don't tell me. Just Zach
And
quietly puts a
skeletal, you
hand.
say?
What?
Zach quietly puts a hand on his face, like, oh no.
Yeah, it's a big bull. It looks like a big bull with wings. So then he then goes, in this corner. He goes, in this corner. He is a friend of your favorite robot. Please give it up for. Then checks like a little piece of paper he has in his hand. Zach. Oh. And then your door opens, and he's gesturing at you, like with his hand, like he's basically pointing at you with his whole hand.
Yeah, Zach just steps on out very casually, like hands behind head, like just very calm, just walking in, like, you know, with each step his backpack kind of like jingles, like everything. You can
You're
tell his
carrying way
backpack
too
is,
many
like,
things.
Yeah,
That's what you're
exactly.
saying.
Yeah, like his two weapons are like kind of clanging against each other a little bit. The rapier and the longsword, just like very clearly someone who looks like they just kind of are traveling through.
Yeah, and he then
Like,
goes, and he then goes, you know, he then looks at, he then like turns his head kind of towards you, and goes, "Give the crowd away, Zach." Still with his loud voice, kind of speaking to the crowd, but it's directing him at you. He then goes, and in this corner, all the way from the fallen empires of the Archons, a winged bull, and then you see the announcer like pull magically to a little platform above the place, and then a thing across from you, the door across from you opens, and then you see that the bull in its glory, and oh yeah, it is big. So yeah, roll initiative.
Alright, let's see. Can Zach be a gladiator? Oh god.
Let's see.
Can Zach outspeed him? No, he cannot.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
stopped on a 19 for a second, and I was very happy. No, it wasn't.
Crit fail. Oh, so you are startled, rightfully so, by this massive bull, and it charges at you fast. And
no, any time to react at all?
No, it's fast. And does a 13 hit?
No, it doesn't actually. Amazingly enough.
Yeah, like this thing has a +7 to hit, so it might hit a lot.
God!
It rolled a
Oh.
6 on his hit, and if it did, it would have dealt some big damage to you.
Oh God!
So-
Why did you put me against this? I'm the level
Beca-
5.
because I was like, oh, okay, this thing would be a good first fight. And I was like, oh wait, it has a, but it's, oh wait, it does damage. And I was like, oh, this is too late. I already told you what it was. So
You better give it lower HP.
yeah,
than it should
I'm
have.
giving it a, I'm lowering down its, I'm giving it some low HP.
Thank you. All right, that works. This is fine then.
Yeah.
Easy clap.
Yeah. So,
All right.
I can't believe
so,
it.
Like, so
you're
like
not,
how
you're not taking the full challenge.
So
Yeah.
like how I do these, how I do a challenge that I think might be a tad too hard for you is I take the average hit points that creature might have and I lower it down a few points. So yeah, it is lower than
Alright.
average HP. So
Alright,
it's
gotcha.
now your turn.
All right. I got music playing for this, so
Okay.
just in the back in my yeah. Let's see. What's Zach gonna do after like nimbly dodging a fucking bull?
Yeah, and it's
Uh,
big. It's freaking massive.
All right. No fucking around. Zach is gonna take out the rapier he stole and just go for a good old stab.
the crystal one, right?
No, the vicious one.
Oh, okay.
And does an 11 hit?
It barely misses.
Ah!
Barely misses. So it is now the bull's turn.
Actually,
I'm-
wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, I'm not done. I have 2 attacks per action.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh.
go for another
Okay,
one.
yeah, roll the hit.
Fuck it. 18.
That
baby!
hit. That far hits. That far exceeds.
Yeah. All right. Second swipe and 8. That's all right.
Yeah. It takes 8 damage. It is
All
now the bull's turn, and I already rolled its hit, and I'm guessing a 10 misses.
Yep. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
Getting low rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. EJ, want to know how much damage it would have dealt on its first attack if it hit?
Let's hear it.
So its normal attack deals 2d12 plus 5 piercing damage. And-
That's a lot.
And it also has the ability of charge, which if it moves at least 20 feet in a straight line, then hits
The
with that
same thing
attack.
that
It deals an
same thing
additional.
that werewolves have.
Yeah, and stuff, and like minotaurs and a few other things have. So yeah, if it moves
Mm-hmm.
at least 20 feet towards you, EJ, then hits with that attack, it will then deal an additional 3d12 piercing damage.
Jesus fucking
So
Christ.
you're lucky that it missed. So it's your
Yeah,
turn.
Extremely. All right. Fucking. You know what? This thing probably doesn't have a good dex mod. Fuck it. Let's go for a good old summoning of the arms of Astral Self.
Okay, so
That's a 14 dex. 14 DC.
14 dex save. It credits dex save.
Fuck! Come on!
So
This summoning wave is never hitting! Come on!
So it kind of when you get into your pose to summon your arms, the bull gets startled and rears back on its hind legs, stammering back by about 10 feet, avoiding your summoning wave with ease.
God damn it! Again!
So
Alright.
So was that your action?
That was a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry. Monk can do shit. So that is one key point down. Let's go for just an yeah, let's go for an attack with the vicious rapier using my own hands. Just
Okay.
another one of these.
And
22.
that hits.
All right, and that's a stab.
That
10, baby. And then the second attack. Let's use the Dex and Strength modifier with.
By the way, question, EJ. Have you like full on chosen monk weapon stuff now?
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think I have quite yet.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
should.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I probably really should. But
Yeah.
anyway, Arms of the Astral Self. Let's go for an attack with those. Ah,
That-
you love
Yeah.
to see it.
So the bull, being kind of still a little bit frightened about your glowing arms, he and yes, you do see that it's a he.
Oh, God.
He then rears back when you try to punch him, and
Yeah,
you,
I stab it. It rears back, and it like fucking completely
Yeah,
whiffs
yeah,
with the
yes.
second hit.
yes, and he is slightly startled by your glowing arms. It is now the
Yeah.
bull's turn again.
Um,
Yeah, he hits.
ah,
Oh,
17 or above.
you got an 18.
Ah, 1. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, so
What's he doing?
so the bull's about 10 feet back from you. He then runs that 10 feet, hits you with his headbutt gore, and thankfully charge doesn't trigger because he wasn't that far back.
Okay, thank God.
And how much HP do you have, EJ?
In total,
Yeah, currently, how much HP do you have?
that is 43.
43. You take 17.
Okay, that's not that bad actually. So that's all my temp HP gone, and then 10.
Yes.
So that's actually not bad.
Yes.
Could be a lot worse.
Yes. So, and it is now your. And also, EJ, this thing is fast because it has a base speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
So yeah.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
Can I hop onto it?
I would think that would be counted as like a grapple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All
yeah.
right. All right. Probably shouldn't try that, but that is an idea that I'm willing to go for if I have to. So yeah, I think Zach is gonna once again like run up and just stab with the Vacious Rapier. Do not let this thing get any distance on me.
Yeah, because
I am just in its face
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
All right, so Vicious Rapier stab. 13.
That hits.
Oh wow, this thing does not have anything.
Yeah.
This thing is all skin and bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I
that's a
think
7.
less skin though.
All right, 7. That's a good hit, and let's go for. Yeah, let's go for another Arms of the Astral Self punch.
Pounce.
10. Come on.
That misses.
Again. All right, and you know what? Fuck it. Let's go for. Can I do this with? Hey, can I say Flurry of Blows with Arms of Astral Self?
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's go. A Flurry of Blows attack. That's another point of key, and fuck it. This is 2 attacks. So first one, another miss, and second, that's a hit, baby.
Yeah, that's a hit, baby.
Let's go. 8. That's a good round. All right.
So it is
Could be
now.
better.
It is now the bull's turn. He runs. Like he flies 30 feet back, and then because he has wings, and he then charges at you 30 feet again. Because he has
Oh, no.
because he has that much movement speed.
Please miss.
And it hit. It hit.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm guessing at 22 hits.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Imagine getting hit by a 22.
Fuck off.
Yeah, how much HP do you have now, EJ?
26.
You die.
What?
It deals 41 hit point! It deals 41 damage!
Ah,
Okay.
damn. Damn it.
You can still be revived.
Yeah. You get...
But yeah,
So yeah,
you're
Zach,
you're gone.
Yeah.
Zach
lost.
falls to the ground,
No,
fucking
yeah,
gone.
you get straight up flung
You have like a
backwards.
hole in your stomach.
You get the thing hits you so hard it flings you back into the box. And before you black out, you see the gate door close on it while the bull's charging at you again.
Can't believe I lost like that.
Yeah.
Really?
You're nearly dead. Maybe don't worry about
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah, you should roll your saves, probably.
Yeah.
Don't
You're
worry.
gonna get assistance. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Man.
It is a gladiator fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more worried. Like, really? I fucking like. This is like an in character and out of character. I really lost like that.
Yeah.
Really? God damn it.
What's
That's
wrong with losing like that?
There's nothing wrong with losing that like that. It's just you tried to be me, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, but like
You
how
shouldn't.
the
You shouldn't
fuck?
just expect to be able to win an incredibly hard fight like that.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
still
I know.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, and you would have got a decent bit of XP from that too if you did win. I just overestimated you.
Curiosity, how
Yes.
close was he to killing?
I want to say not even close.
You managed to take down about half of its HP.
Oh fuck.
Like the only reason that you lost to it was because of that charge. If it didn't charge, I think you would have had a better shot of beating him. So,
Just one ahead. That's all it took.
yeah. So it is now. So
fucking Medrian and Casey both assumed I do fine. I fucking lost
Yes.
and nearly died.
And,
Great,
and
awesome.
speaking of them, Drac, you're reading the book on the
That's so sad.
yeah.
He might not let you back into any more fights now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So yeah, Drac, what? So you have that that book on weapons in your hand, and then let me just Drac, let me just take a look at your character real quick.
I will be right back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Drac, you so as you read through the book that robot brought you, you come across a few pages that tell about that speak of the order, the team of fighters that the mummy was talking about. So basically, this whole section is about the 6 swords. One of them being the great sword that was in the cave, and the second one being the one that you have on you, and
The dagger. Or
the Vorpal
what
great
about
sword.
that dagger? Is it just something from the legend unrelated to those?
The dagger, the red dagger, you have found nothing. So while reading, you have found mentions of a dagger you found a mention of a crimson red dagger that deals big damage to undead. But besides that, there's like an entry on a page about holy weapons about a rumored dagger that could harm undead better, but beyond that you find nothing. And there's also a few pages about the Vorpal greatsword and the longsword that the mummy wants, along with a few others. So yeah, do you read about those weapons, Drac, or?
Nah.
Okay, so yeah, and you're currently sitting at a table, like sort of in the center of the library, reading it, and there's a candle on either of the far corners of the table, giving a bit of light to you, but they're unlit because it's day and it's bright outside. So, and then in the center of the tables you see a box with a slit on each side of it except for the top. What do you do?
I'm gonna.
And the box says return on it, and it also has some other languages on it too that you assume say return.
I guess I'm probably just gonna put the book in there.
Okay, so you slide the you slide the book into there. Then you hear it slide down. Then you hear it fall about 20 feet down before you hear it landing on what sounds like another book. And Gwek, while you're in the what are you looking for in the back? Guac.
Specifically books on spells.
Books on spells. Okay. So
And quick question.
yes.
When can I change out my prepared spells? I forget.
Once every long rest.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it might be short rest too, but I am certain that it's long rest. I'm gonna have to double check that in between sessions. But yeah, I will. But I'm sure that it's at least long rest.
Alright.
So while you're looking through there, you see a tome. You see a tome bound in black leather, and you see it's called Tales of the Shadow Law, and the book is bound to the lectern it's on with some heavy duty red chains.
Shiny. Touch it.
Touch it.
You want to
Touch
touch it?
Isn't
Touch
the
the book.
robot still here?
Touch the book.
So like after the robot brought you there, he said he went, if you have any questions, please just poke your head out, then call me. Then if I am nearby, me or my associate will then come to aid you.
I'm gonna touch it.
You want to touch
Touch
so you touch
the book.
you touch the book, and when you see it, it feels like it's some good quality leather, but it also gives off a sense. But when you touch it, it feels like you're touching the embodiment of dread and apathy.
I'm gonna open it if I can.
Open
said
the
it would
book.
be
Read
bound.
the book.
Read
Read the book. Read the fancy book.
The book is firmly chained down to the lectern. You would need a special key in order to open it, which you don't have.
Nah,
Wait,
who
one
needs-
sec.
You
one
know what
sec.
you must do.
Do I have any spells that could help with this?
If you have a dagger, I will allow you to roll sleight of hand with disadvantage to try to unlock it. But yeah, it is
I believe I do have a dagger.
You have a dagger?
I believe so. Let me check.
Yeah. I think that's starting equipment that you get a dagger.
Yes, I do.
So do you wanna try to lockpick it with the dagger?
Open
Uh,
the book. Read the book. Do it.
You're going to read.
You are compelled to
Let me
read the
check
book.
something. Let me check
You
something.
are compelled to read the book.
Uh, there's no spell on it or anything, right?
Spell about what?
Is there any like magic on it, or like
Uh,
spell or something?
uh, on the book.
Yeah.
Not that you could tell. It's just.
Did I roll to tell if?
Roll
yeah,
arcane.
roll Arcana. To see if it has any spells in it.
That's 20.
Of course. You it doesn't give you, from what you could tell, it doesn't give off any it from what you could tell, it doesn't have any spells in it, but you could tell that it is written that it was originally written in a place of darkness.
Read the book.
Okay. I'm
You
gonna.
feel compelled to read the book.
Shut up.
Before
You're
I
not
get
even
kicked
here.
out of the library, there were some spells I actually wanted to learn.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna go do that.
So yeah, so after you're done looking at the book, and you then start to look around again, and you see a similar book on a lectern about 10 feet away from it, and it's a similar looking book, similar size, similar looking leather, and it has, but the leather it's bound in is a strange dulled rainbow color. And then when you get close to that book, you seem to have lost the sense of time for a few moments. And you don't know how much time has passed.
Read the book.
And this one is also bound in some similar red chains. Yeah, they're red and yellow chains. And
I feel like you're really pushing me to read this book.
Read the book.
and this one is titled Tales of it's called The Tales of the Fae and Time.
Okay, what was the other one called?
Tales of the Shadow Law.
Okay.
And
You know what? I'm gonna go open the first one.
the Shadow Law one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
at least try to. So,
So yeah, you
roll sleight of hands.
with disadvantage to use
With?
your dagger to try to open the lock, because you don't have thieves' tools. I don't think. Do you have thieves' tools? If you,
I rolled a 6.
you rolled a 6. So you put your dagger into the lock to try to jimmy the lock open, but yeah, the dagger doesn't really fit into the hole that much. Then when you pull your dagger out, it looks like the lock chipped the dagger a little bit.
Amateur.
And also the lock was not damaged at all by your dagger, not even with a little crack at all. Yeah, so the dagger, the lock looks untouched.
All right. Well, okay. So there's these spells I would like to learn. So I'm gonna quickly do that. How much was it?
I think it's 50 gold per level of the spell plus a few hours.
Yeah,
Don't
fuck,
you have
okay.
the
I have a plan for getting into it. So
Don't you have the magic book or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, you have your order scribe. So when you're copying spells, I think it's like half price.
It only
so-
takes 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It only
yeah, it
takes
only
2
takes 2
minutes.
minutes. So it's gonna.
few minutes
Yeah.
per level.
So
subscriber, yeah.
50 gold per level, you said?
Yeah, but and I think since you're also order scribes, it's also halved. So yeah, I think it's 25 gold per level of spell with, plus 2 minutes per level of spell. So yeah.
Okay, one sec.
What spell are you trying to learn?
I'm going to get. What was it? Do I want that? Maybe. What was it called?
Describe what it does.
No, Where is it? Where is it? Oh, bestow curse.
Bestow curse. Why do you want to get bestow? What does bestow curse even do?
I can curse an enemy.
Ah, fun. Bestow curse. Yeah.
It needs to do a wisdom save, otherwise I can make it so that it literally does nothing on its turn.
Yeah. Bestow curse is awesome. So yeah. Fun. Yeah. Yeah, and it's also a fun spell because
I think I'm just gonna keep it there, actually.
yeah.
So I'm gonna head out and try and find one of those robots.
Okay, so yeah, so you open the chain. So you open the door, which as you're opening it, you notice that it is made out of a similar metal that the chains are made out of. Then you close it, and then the door automatically locks behind you. And then you
Rex
find
Adventures with Arcana.
and then you find one of the robots. Then what do you do there, Guac?
Yeah, okay. So, hey, thing. I got kind of worried about. I'm kind of worried about that librarian. Do you know where I could see them?
He is being treated at the church down the road. So
All right.
and Drac.
Wait, do I have that spell?
And Drac, what do you do? Well, and Drac, and as you're putting away the book, Drac, you see Guac talking to one of the robots. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and get into the room he left.
Okay, so yeah, do you want? So, what's your passive stealth?
My passive stealth?
Yeah, it's 10 plus your stealth modifier.
15.
Okay, so yeah, let me just pull up this robot's passive percep again. Okay, so as the robot is talking to Guac, you just managed to like walk behind it, and Guac, yeah, you see him out of the corner of your eye, and then you get to the room, and you see that it's locked, Guac, and it's locked, Drac. Yeah, you see that it's locked. What do you do?
It is lock picking time. Become the ultimate lock picker.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try and lockpick it.
Okay, you have lockpick. I'm gonna have you roll a. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll a sleight of hand check with advantage because you have a lockpick.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, that, natural 20. Okay, yeah, this lock, the lock on the door, it's a formidable lock, Drac. It still takes you So it still takes you a good bit to get into the room, but you still get in the room nonetheless. So you sneak into
That's
the.
with a nat 20.
Yeah. It's a formidable lock. It takes you a bit to get in, but yeah, and then after you get in, then when you get in, you see the two chained up books with similar types chains to the door, with similar formidable looking locks. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and open that up.
Which book? The black one or the rainbow one? And the rainbow one, it the trim around the outside of the leather is it kind of looks like the edges of fairy wings and butterfly wings. Yeah, the rainbow one kind of looks like butterfly wing print, and the other one is just some nice looking black leather binding it. What do you do?
I'm gonna flip a coin to see which one I'm gonna take.
Can't wait for you to roll a 1.
Oh, I'm just flipping a coin to see which one.
Oh, okay.
Heads, let's make very
Which one? Tell us.
tail shall be the black book.
Ah, good.
Looks like it's the fairy book.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh.
So you go up to the fairy book, and then when you get there, you feel like time. You lose the sense of time when you get near it, roll sleight of hand with advantage again.
All right. Wow.
Okay, so this one lock, you could tell that it's a fairly, you could tell that it is a you could tell that this lock is also very formidable to pick, Drac. You could tell that whatever these books are, people don't want them to. Is that whoever locked these books up don't want them in the wrong hands. So what do you do?
You guys are having a great time. I'm just sitting back having
Yeah.
also a great time
Yeah.
in my room.
Well, lucky for me, I'm the perfect hand for these books. Let's try and open the other one.
You want to open the black one? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go, so you're like, it's like, that one's probably not worth it. You then go to the black one, and then you regain the sense of time again. You don't know how long you took on the first one because time felt weird there, and then when you check the black book, you feel a sense of dread. Yeah, you feel a magical sense of dread wash over you, Drac. So try lockpicking it. Roll advantage again.
All right.
Wait, do you have expertise with lockpick rules?
I do.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so just let's call that you managed to get that then. So you managed to. After about a minute or two of picking with the black one, you managed to pick it, and because you managed to pick this one after a few minutes. So what do you do, Drac?
Stuff it in my bag.
Okay. And at this time, Gwek, what do you do?
You get it?
What do you do?
I'm talking to Drac.
Okay. Yeah, Drac is in the little off limits area.
Oh, he's still there? Okay.
Yeah. and he put the
I'll wait for Drac to get out.
yeah.
I'm
And
just
Did
saying,
you
right up
even
the door.
notice? Did
Yeah,
you even notice him though? What's your passive perception?
He said I did.
yeah,
right?
Gwek saw Drac go there out of the corner of his eye.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, you saw him go in that general direction, Guac, but you didn't see him.
I don't
Go
know. Let
in.
me find out.
So then Drac, do you try to try your hand at the second one again, or do you leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the second one.
Okay, roll lockpick again with advantage this time. You try your hand at picking the second one. You don't know how long you spent picking at it because timey-wimey stuff, but it does.
Wait, no, this is the black one that he's trying to pick
No,
now,
he
right?
he already
Oh, I
he
actually had the
so
book
he
there,
tried
yeah.
his hands at the rainbow one. He failed. He got the black one, succeeded. Then he's trying again at the rainbow one. So you
Ah.
so as you're trying your hand again at this one, you after you've picked the other two locks, you've gotten a little bit used to these locks, but you don't know how long you spent there with the lack of perception of time, so that throws you off a little. But you do manage to get that one. Then you're able to stuff in your bag too. What do you do now, Drac?
Ah, shiny books. Me like.
I'm putting the other one in the bag.
So then do you head out of the room now?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you carefully open the room, and you notice that in
Maybe roll stealth.
yeah, roll stealth, Drac,
All right.
if you. You carefully sneak out of the out of the room, and the door quietly locks itself behind you. And then you see this guac standing there still, and I guess he has his spell book in his hand, and he's just looking over it. So yeah, Drac, what do you do?
So
He-
I
and-
saw Drac, right?
You saw Drac go in that general direction, but Guac, but you haven't seen him go into the room or come out of it. You just know that
Okay.
he's in that general area.
All right.
So yeah, Drac, what do you do?
I'm just gonna kind of, start walking. Like, did nothing wrong.
Okay, so yeah. Then Guac, as he walks by you, Drac, you then finally notice him, and you notice that his bag is more full.
Hey.
What do you do?
Hey, where were you?
Drac?
Huh?
Guac asked the question.
I
Where
was
were
working on the
you?
library, you know.
Oh, just around. You couldn't have happened to head into where I was, would you?
No, never.
Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping, you being, I mean, you're probably pretty good with lockpicks, so I was hoping you would have seen some books in there that I'm wanting.
And why would I, a perfectly honest citizen, commit the act of
we act around Reese, but we all know deep down you're a thief.
Oh, and that's just hearsay now.
Really? You're gonna do this right now?
My door's being knocked on.
Alright.
Okay.
Well,
So yeah, and
are you very good at deception or persuasion?
Maybe roll persuasion. I don't know.
No, I'm legitimately asking.
What happened?
so
Drac?
what do you roll? Why do you want to roll? Guac.
I don't. I.
So yeah.
Jack's ignoring for some reason.
Drac, you and Guac's character are in a conversation together about the books.
Sorry, I just blanked out for a bit. Yeah, decent at it.
Ah. Hey, could you come with me? I'm gonna head to a church, I believe.
Oh, church, huh?
Yeah, I really want those books, and I have a plan on how to get them.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys start heading there, and yeah, Gwek, you do notice that you still notice that his bag is seems a bit larger and more heavy, but you don't know why. So back at the Coliseum, Pyro, you manage to so that then you see EJ being carried to his room, and he looks beat up.
I'm pretty sure he has like a hole in his stomach.
Oh yeah.
He was gored basically to death.
Oh yeah. You can see that there are massive puncture marks in his gut, and like his entire front side is covered in blood.
Yeah, doesn't sound very nice. Okay, then.
And then
I suppose I should get ready.
And then he goes, and then the manager is there with him. Then he sees you. Then he goes, huh? And he goes, huh? Your friend, yeah. Then he goes, hey, your friend's impressive, but not as impressive as I thought. He goes, it's your turn.
Yes. All right. Well, time to head out then.
Okay, so he then walks you to the box, and then you step in, right, Pyro?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna ask what that's for, though. Oh my God, that's a big hand! Oh my God, that's a big hand! What the?
Big hand.
Oh my God! Oh, I just ran off a cliff trying to run away from it.
Are you playing? You're playing Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, of course.
You're playing Elden Ring.
This man's casually playing Elden Ring and D&D. This man's a Chad. So, yeah.
Continuously, every single time. This is the meme now.
Yeah, that's kind of a habit now. That's kind of a thing now. Just to expect. Being Pyro, being Elden Ring, and Maidenless. So yeah. So he then goes.
70 fingers.
So then he goes.
And it was larger than a house.
So yeah, the guy goes. It's an added safety precaution just in case, just for when gladiators are fighting a wild animal that gets out of hand, and it's for safety reasons.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
implemented
makes
just because Zach got fucking owned.
Yeah, it's also the thing that completely saved your life, EJ. If that wasn't in place, you would have died.
Yeah, you would have.
I know, but still, like, I'm joking. Don't worry.
So Pyro, you step into the box, and the row of bars behind you close, and the floor, and then you feel the box, and then you feel the box get raised by about 3 feet, and then all of a sudden, and then the door in front of you opens, and then the announcer goes, okay, and now for our main event. In this corner, fan favorites, Raise the Robot. And he then gestures at you, and the crowd is applauding you. They love you. They
Warforged, but
yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, Raise the Robot sounds similar. It's kind of a moniker that the crowd has adopted for you, Pyro.
Alliteration.
I thought they called him something else.
they called me like the Man of Steel or something like that.
I'll check the previous things, but I forgot their call. So he goes.
It changes every time. It's fine.
He goes, and in this corner, and in this corner, all the way from the underworld of Theros. Give it up for the undead knight, the Falaskia.
Oh,
And then
oh,
out
I
of
see.
out of the other door, you see a 12-foot tall, armor-clad skeleton come out, and
Oh no.
he has a
A fair
long
fight.
sword. So yeah,
How nice, a fair fight.
so yeah, and and then the skeleton holds out his sword with one hand as he's like it's a rapier, and pointing at you. He then bows to you, and then he takes a fighting stance to it.
Okay.
And yes.
I'll bow back.
Okay, so yeah, and
Just a quick bow.
and then you see, and the crowd is going insane, Pyro. You hear people placing bets for and against you, and you could tell that people, you could tell that will be one of the biggest fights of the area, rivaling the dragon versus dragon turtle fight from a few days ago. So
God, Breaking Free was such a correct music choice for me.
so yeah. So,
Okay, I
Yes.
I'm Pyro, but quick question.
Yes.
12 foot tall, you say?
Yeah, it's considered large. Which is
Large.
which is usually a 10 by 10 by 10 to 15 by 15 by 15. This thing's
Okay,
big. This thing's
so
massive.
would it be considered related to a giant?
No, it's considered undead.
Okay.
Yeah, and the giant slayer axe that you have only affects
I
giants.
understand.
Giants are like Oni, I believe, too. Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
things that are related
Anything
to giants.
related.
So yeah.
Which is why I asked.
So yeah. So roll initiative, Pyro.
Okay.
You better do good.
Oh, 3. I'm slow.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, this guy's fast, Pyro. He's surprisingly fast for a skeleton of this size, and oh boy, he proceeds to attack you, Pyro, twice. Yeah, he misses wildly both times. He then also hits you a third time with a downwards slash of his sword. Does a 21 hit by any chance?
No.
Okay, so yeah.
Jesus.
I have 27 effective AC.
Okay, so yeah. So his sword clashes down on you, and then it just pinks off of your armor. It is now your turn. Alright, and also,
Okay.
you're starting a turn within 10 feet of it. Make a wisdom save. Make a wisdom
What?
save. It has a magical aura. Make a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Wisdom. I have a -2. 15.
Oh, you just barely saved that. You just barely made that save. So yeah, and
Okay.
So yeah, and also it's now your turn, Pyro. Attack.
Alright. So, let's see.
Let me actually
First of
set
all,
its AC in my calculator.
okay. First of all, I'm gonna use my Giant Slayer Battle Axe. Roll to hit.
Okay.
Ah, 10. That doesn't hit.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. But I get to attack twice per action, so let me use my bonus thing, Psionic Strike. Does a 13 hit? I
No,
doubt.
it doesn't hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then my second set of attacks, 22. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a psionic die, and I am going to use a spell slot So that is. Let me roll this damage first. 14 plus 1d8 plus 2. 8. And
That's supposed to do, so
then.
that's 10 minus 10. Yikes.
And then 2d8 extra radiant damage. 1, 2. And then 1 extra d8 radiant damage because it's undead. Okay, there. That's my first thing. And then bonus action, 21 hits, roll force damage, 8. Okay, there you go.
Minus an additional. Oh my gosh. You took it down by about half its health, Pyro.
Okay.
So,
See ya. Love you.
So it now it makes a few of its hits. So now it tries to bonk you again a few times. Yeah. A 26 misses, right?
Not right now because I haven't used the spell. So yeah.
So it hits. Okay.
26 hits.
So yeah. So
I haven't used the spell that boosts.
So
Finally takes a hit.
So yeah. So just let me do that. So it then deals to you that. So yeah, it then deals to you, Pyro. That is 16 slashing damage plus
16 damage, and
then it also deals 12 necrotic damage.
12
Ooh.
necrotic damage.
And-
Can I reduce that?
How so?
Actually, I don't need to reduce that. I don't care.
Okay, so, and then it also hits you for the third time. Rolling. And then it misses you wildly with its third attack.
Okay. My turn now?
Yeah, it failed its third attack against you. Yeah, roll.
Okay.
That misses.
That's
101.
And then roll
God.
it again. Oh, I think that
Wait,
hits.
how
Yeah,
much damage
it's-
did Reese do?
27.
The thing's down to 58 hit points.
How much damage did you do in one turn?
It about 50.
Oh, God, why are you so strong?
Roll it to hit.
Why is everyone
Is that
else so
only a 1?
fucking weak?
And then
Yeah,
add
so
1d8 plus. Oh, right, no.
Minus
Yeah,
6.
1d8 plus 2.
That's
And then
that's
another
8.
2d8. Or no, 3 because it's undead.
50
So 15.
minus
And then
15.
I roll for the psionic hit, which doesn't work, so I take action surge, which means I get to roll again for my 2 attacks. That hits,
Yeah, that
roll for
hits.
hit. 2,
Minus 7.
and then I use another psionic strike. Does
That
not
misses.
hit. Let me
Is that
use
your
the
entire turn?
recovery so that way I gain a psionic power back. And then I'm going to toss it across the room using the telekinetic movement.
God.
30 feet forwards and back.
30 feet backwards,
Like-
okay. So-
30 feet backwards into the air.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you move it 20 feet back and 10 feet in the air, which then causes.
No, it says it says as an action you target the blah 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 blah. If you can see the target is within 30 feet, you can move it up 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Either way, you can move the target horizontally, vertically, or both.
Okay. So yeah. So yeah, 30 feet up. So yeah, that is, I believe, 3d10 bludgeoning damage along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. 11 damage. Minus 11. And then you see this thing weakly get up, Pyro. This thing weakly gets up. So then
Okay.
it then charges back at you, and then he hits you twice more.
Okay.
It's not gonna do shit.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, yeah, he hit once. He hit
Okay.
once. Yeah, 27 hits, and then
Yes.
which deals 2d10 plus 5. That is 12 slashing damage. Plus.
No, it doesn't. Reduce that by 5 plus 2.
Okay, so that's 7. Okay, so you take 5. You take 5 damage, I think, from that. And also,
I won.
yeah, it's 12 is the 12 is reduced down to 5.
Okay.
And also then you also take an additional 2d10. You take an
Okay.
additional 9 necrotic damage off of that.
I reduce that again.
How are you reducing it again?
Using what's the name of it? Psionic power protective field. When you or another creature within 30 feet takes damage, you can use your reaction to expend psionic energy.
You could only make a reaction once a turn, and you already did it to
Okay.
reduce the slashing damage.
Okay, so ignore that second one.
So yeah,
that's fine.
So you take 9
How much?
necrotic damage off of this that hit as well.
Okay,
And then
I'm down to 64 HP.
And then it hits you again with a downward strike. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, and it misses. Yeah, I think you win this one, Pyro. You min-maxed your character so hard.
I didn't.
Like,
I literally
you have a
didn't.
27 AC. What do you mean?
It's 27 effective AC, and that's literally only from one spell.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
Yeah,
I didn't min max.
Yeah, and
it just
AC's
happened.
25 naturally.
My AC is at 25 naturally. It's not like. I'm not. I don't know what to even say.
You just made a strong ass character. Just can't really be beat. It's kind of.
So yeah, I think you might win this one, Pyro, because yikes, you're so. The reason I throw this thing against you, Pyro, is because I thought it was actually gonna be a challenge. It's a CR9.
Yeah. I'm
God.
level 7.
Breaking free feels more and more accurate by the minute. This is fucking insane. Oh my god.
Yeah, I now know what I might throw against you for the next encounter. Pyro. So yeah, it's your turn, I guess. Pyro.
Okay, give me just a second. Roll hit. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, take damage. Roll hit.
Yeah,
Take damage.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, you gain.
Okay, back to Elden Ring.
You gain 5,000 XP, Pyro.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Manage experience. Add 5,000.
Yes.
Why? I'm halfway to level 8.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. Yes, that is. Yikes. And yeah, and also Pyro, as you walk back to the box, you feel some rumbling coming from beneath your feet. And,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden, you see this. You then see like this weird snake, fish, dragon thing come out of the ground.
Alright.
Wow, and it a lot of, and this thing's massive. It's far more massive than the skeleton.
New villain. Stop Pyro before we're all doomed.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What? Just because my master is a lich and I'm able to kill anything doesn't mean that I'm evil, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
You have a you are a boss character in the making. You have 101 HP to like my 34.
You're essentially an anime character, Pyro. You're an anime character.
It wasn't the plan to be the main protagonist, I promise you.
It's really feeling like it.
So yeah.
Like no one else can do shit without
So yeah,
you. 'Cause
Pyro.
We're all weak.
Pyro. Roll initiative.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Man.
So you're just seeing what I can do without having all my magic stuffs, right?
Yeah. And and it's now your turn. It's your turn, Pyro, because you tied with it.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm just gonna quickly ask, like, with telepathy, what it's doing coming out in the middle of the ground here.
And then he replies with you. Then you hear one word back in your mind. Food.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. I'm made of metal. I can't really help that much with that.
So yeah. So then you attack.
No.
Okay.
It's literally just an animal looking for food. I'm gonna keep on walking away.
Okay, so it then charges at you, Pyro, and then he rolls to hit. He can actually hit 3 times. So yeah, I'm guessing a 25 hits.
Barely.
Yeah, so yeah, and then
Oh Christ.
and then yeah. So
It's wild how much of a difference. Like that's a difference of only like 7 from my AC, and yet it feels invincible.
yeah, so
Like if something can touch Pyro, that means it can fuck up everybody
Yes,
else.
yeah,
And that is horrifying.
and so yeah, Pyro, you take 17 damage and you're now grappled.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm killing Moog,
Okay, so yeah.
the omen. And he's dead.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you
Critical
take
hit for the end.
so yeah, you take 3d6 plus you take 12, you take 17 damage from this thing,
Okay.
and you're now grappled.
And what does that do? Grapple?
Yeah, let me just pull it. Let me just grappled.
So I'm being pulled along with them,
Yes.
and I.
And you can't move basically.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just I can't move, and it takes me along with me.
Yes.
Takes it along with me. Yeah. Okay.
And
So.
and it has a fairly high escape DC. So yeah, and it's your turn again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll use one of my things to try and escape. I do
Okay.
a strength save, right?
Yeah, roll strength. You fail.
12.
You fail.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so
So I have to do it again then.
at the start of your next turn, yeah. So
Oh, okay.
So start of its turn, it'll attack you 3 times again, and it hits you twice.
Okay.
So it then will deal to you 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Yeah, Pyro, you take 42 damage off of one of its attacks.
Okay, I'll reduce it.
By how much?
1d8. Let me roll. 2 plus 2, 4.
4. Okay, so you take 4 damage, and also and okay, you take 40 damage from this attack then. So
Okay, I only have 7, so yeah.
and then
I'm gonna use second wind to regain 1d10 plus 5.
I think you can only do that on your turn.
It's a okay.
Yeah,
Is it a bonus action?
yeah. If it's
Yeah,
a reaction
bonus
that
action.
and you already took your reaction, and it's still doing damage
Wait,
to you.
Shield of Faith is a bonus action?
So
I could have had 2 more AC this entire time.
So then
Okay.
and then it
so much for
and
not
then it
thinking.
deals to you more damage. 8d6 plus 7 damage. You take 32 damage.
Oh wow, 32 damage to my 7 health.
To be fair, you took like 70 damage off of one attack from this thing.
Yeah.
So this thing is in a pushover, and it's now your turn,
yeah.
Pyro. Oh, you're still grappled by it.
I have
It's your turn again. You're still grappled. You take more damage off of this thing because you're still grappled. You take 20 more damage off of it because you're grappled.
So I take 21?
Yes.
What does that do when I'm already... Oh, so it counts as a single failure then.
So how this thing's construct works is, if at the start of each of your turns, if you're still constricted on your turn starts, you take damage again.
Okay, so how do I roll the save
Let's
thing?
roll strength, and if you succeed, you break free.
Oh, okay. Does
That-
a
yeah,
23
that-
work?
Yeah, you managed to pry yourself free out from this thing's grasp.
Okay,
Holy
so am
shit.
I able to roll the save thing then?
You already broke free from its grasp, so yeah. So what do you want to do now? I'll count that as a bonus action. What do you want to do as your main action?
You should maybe give yourself HP if you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal,
Okay.
so I'm not, like, 1 hit away from being obliterated.
Yeah.
Well, technically 2, but... Why can't I scroll?
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like that?
1d10,
Here we go.
10 plus 5, so I regain 15.
Yes.
So does that, like... How
You-
does that work?
So you go to the place where you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I
There should be
literally
a
just...
heal
have-
button. So just press.
Yeah, I got it, I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, so you have somehow avoided going unconscious and have managed to bring yourself back up
So yeah.
to
Okay.
not fighting conditions, but
But,
you are
yeah.
on your feet.
Yeah.
So now I take my second thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal myself for 10.
Okay.
And
And that's your
then-
turn because
No, I
Yeah,
have
you-
a bonus
because-
section.
you breaking
It-
free counted
that's
as your
the
bonus
second.
action.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I thought that... Isn't it separate because this is my second action thing?
Huh. So you can you take 2 actions in a turn, because you could only take 1 action and 1 bonus action, and you used bonus action to break free, then you used your action to heal.
Yeah, he does have 2 actions.
Oh,
He does
okay.
have
Yeah, I
2
have 2 actions, which
Okay,
is why
yeah.
I'm asking that.
Yeah,
He's a level
Am I
5
able to
fighter.
use?
you could use the second action then. Okay. So what do you do?
I'm just gonna cast Shield of Faith
Okay.
on myself,
Okay. So
which means I have no longer have spell slots, but I have 27 AC.
Okay, so it's
Wait,
now.
it is 27, right?
Yeah, I think it's 27. So yeah.
Yeah, 25, 26, 27.
So yeah, you now. So this thing then attacks you again. Rolling. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Yeah, it hits you twice again.
Okay, with 27 AC.
Yeah. it got,
Has high roll.
yeah, it has a plus 12.
Oh my god!
Well, that's a lot of corpses.
That's 5. That for me, that's a 5, and it hits.
So it then bites at you again, Pyro, dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 7. You take 27 damage. Yeah, you take 27 piercing damage off of its bites.
Oh my god.
So, are you just like trying to kill me?
Like
Is
you're
that
you're
what
not you are not trying to escape.
What do you mean?
If you escaped into the box, you will be safe.
I tried leaving before. And what do you mean box?
The box that you entered the arena in. The thing that raised you up from the hallway into the arena.
Wait.
No, we're not in the arena.
You are in the arena. You're in the Coliseum.
Yeah,
The match ended, I thought.
Yeah, the match
He
ended.
didn't leave instantly.
Yeah,
You were like
Pyro.
about to leave.
Yeah, Pyro,
but this
as
happened.
this thing came out of the ground as you were entering the box.
Okay, so now I'm back in scary spot.
Yes.
Yeah. Back in the fight.
But this thing still is damaging you because it landed a second hit, and
Man.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's How much HP do you have left, Pyro?
0.
Oh.
I'm on my saves right now. If it hits me, it just goes
it
straight
hit
into
you.
a fail.
Yeah, it hit you twice, and I just rolled the damage for the second thing, and it dealt 47 damage to you.
47 causes an instant failure on one of my things. So now yeah.
Oh my god.
I have to get
Yeah,
an
and
incredibly lucky
and
roll
as you're
somehow.
falling unconscious, yeah, and you feel somebody pulling you into the box, and you hear a lot
I
of...
didn't completely fail. I didn't completely fail yet.
Yeah, you're still on the ground effect.
and you're unconscious
You're
now
on-
too. You're
Yeah,
unconscious.
you're going down.
I'm like,
You're
Pyro.
blacking
Nearly
out.
dead.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, no, you're on death saves. That basically means like you're effectively just like fading. You know,
Yeah.
completely
So,
out of air.
roll death. Roll death saves.
what do I roll for that?
I think it's.
Uh,
Yeah, I think there should be like a thing that I think it's a D20. I think it's a con save, right? For death saves.
Oh, con?
Yeah. Well,
Con save?
hold on.
Okay.
Let me pull it
A
up.
22.
Death save.
Man, the music finally has stopped. at
So,
just the
since
perfect
it
time.
hit me that second time, I have an automatic second failure, which
Yeah.
means that if I fail twice, the character's gone.
Yeah. So death saving throws. Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you must make a special saving throw called a death saving throw to determine whether you creep closer to death or hang on to life. Unlike other saving throws, it isn't tied to any ability score. It's just a flat d20. You are
so
in the
just
hands
a
of fate
D20.
now, aided only by spells and features that improve your chances of succeeding the save. Roll a d20. If it's a 10 or higher, you succeed.
7.
Otherwise, you fail.
Okay.
So yeah.
Second fail?
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah.
come on.
Last one.
Yes.
No.
Um.
No.
12.
That's a succeed. That's a succeed.
Oh.
I
Roll
love how worried
again.
EJ is.
9.
I-
That fails. Character's dead.
Fuck.
I am
Okay,
moving.
that means someone would have to revive me or
Yeah.
something.
And actually, there is a way for you to then revive that character if it dies. Like, so if your character then dies, you could people could, you could get a cleric to cast revive on you, which is an expensive spell. But yeah.
Well, we are rich.
Yeah, we're incredibly rich.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It takes a gem that costs 1,000 GP plus a 9th level spell slot. So yeah, it will cost you a lot of money to get revived.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I can definitely pay that cost.
Hey, so now that we've Pyro has finally fucking taken a loss for once.
Yeah.
Like Reese has finally lost at something
Yeah.
for once in this entire campaign.
Yeah.
Can we just say that like, I want to say Zach is unconscious, but
Yeah,
he's fine, because he has a healer's kit.
You're basically in a sort of like an emergency power save mode right now, Pyro. You're knocked unconscious. So Adrian Gweck, as you're walking to the
What?
shirt, Adrian Gweck,
No, that's
No, yeah.
Casey and that's Drac, not me.
Yeah, Drac and Gweck. As you two are heading to the church, you guys hear the cheering from the place about Pyro's fight, and then all of a sudden you hear the screams of it. You hear screams of horror. What do you two do?
What was that?
And you hear a lot of rumbling and a lot of screaming coming from there too.
I think we should check that out.
Yeah, and you also then you like start to see people running out of the Coliseum in terror.
We should check that out, Casey.
Yeah, sounds definitely like a problem.
So yeah, then
All right.
so you guys head back there, and then everybody's running past you. It's hard to get through, and then EJ. Let's just say that at this time you're stable enough to limp, but so yeah, what do you do, EJ? You're like barely able to limp now, but yeah,
You're alive now.
Yeah,
I got one
Technically.
HP.
Congrats.
Baby.
You're in the hallway, Adrian, and like a lot of the fighters are coming out of their rooms, looking at the hallway, concerned. So what do you do?
Zach is just gonna stay out of the fucking
You
way.
have a medical kit, my friend.
He is
Do you have proficiency with a medical kit?
No, I fucking don't.
So
I
then-
won't-
Dang.
if it would display it if I did, Pyro.
So then Drac and Gweck, what do you do?
Where are we?
You're in the entrance area of the Coliseum, and there are a lot of people coming out of the Coliseum. And to your left and right, you guys see hallways for the fighters' rooms.
Where is Pyro's body?
It's
You don't
it's in his room, but you don't know
In
where
the
that is.
in the cage.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't it be
Gweck
in the
and
cage?
Drac, before you guys headed off to the library, you saw Pyro and Drac head down the hallway to your
That's
left.
wrong. Again, that you meant me,
Oh, yeah,
Zach.
So Drac and Gweck, when you guys head out to the library, you saw EJ and Pyro head out to the library to the hallway to your left. So
I'll go that way then.
yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
following as
yeah,
well.
so you two go down that hallway and you see a lot. You see that there are a lot of fighters there. And then a few of them notice you. Then go. Okay, so one of them noticed you, and it's a minotaur with some gilded horns and a massive battle axe. He sees you, then goes. He sees you two, then goes. You two, you are friends of Mythal Man, yeah? Follow me. He then leads you guys to his room, and then when you guys get there, you see him being dragged by a few other people into his room, and you also see EJ in the room across from it. What do you do?
I'll head into Reese's room.
Okay, Drac, what do you do?
Also heading to Reese's room.
So
Completely ignoring me, huh? Alright.
EJ,
Well, one is
Wait, no.
dead and has more attention than the other.
EJ, what do you do?
I'm assuming like Casey's just like sat down, right? Or not Casey, Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Zachary. I assume he's just sat down right now, just like.
Yeah. You're on your bed, kind of like. Yeah, you're in pain. You're in pain to exist, and
Yeah,
your cat's
like,
just like. Your cat's
I don't
just like,
have my shirt isn't on, and you can fucking. The bandages I have are practically
Bandages.
the bandages.
Bandages.
Shut the fuck up.
Bandages. And also,
God, fucking
Casey's
hell.
like rubbing his. Christopher,
Zach.
Christopher, your cat's like, he's like rubbing his cheek against you, and he's like laying on your lap, cuddling with you and stuff.
Things.
So Drac and
Yeah, but-
Drac and Gwek, you guys are in. You guys are
I'll
in.
just finish describing
That
this
means
in
I'll have
text.
to kill everyone.
So yeah,
I'll finish
Drac
describing this
and
in
Gwek is
Right.
You guys are in Pyro's room along with the manager of the ring along with a few of the with a few of the gladiators who are carried him in, and the gladiators who carried him in put him on his bed, then wiggled their way out of the room. And so it's just Pyro, Drac, Gwek, and the manager. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna ask someone what happened.
The manager goes, "This thing just came out of the ground after your buddy here finished his fight." And then above his bed there, you see this window, and through that window you see that there are a bunch of soldiers in there fighting the thing. And hold on, let me get a let me get.
By the way, can we see what this thing was?
Yeah, I am pulling up a picture of it now. Copy.
I still feel like I should have
that thing.
properly.
That thing. It's that thing. And
gotten... Okay, cool. I did originally try to walk away and just leave it in the arena. Like I was going back to the cage and stuff.
Yeah,
but
well, this thing's just hungry, and you're like right there, so it decided to just attack you. So yeah, and then it's a Drac and Gwek. You see that thing in the arena fighting off a bunch of knights and stuff.
Or more like the knights are trying to fight it off. But,
Yes. And like there's a lot of them, and they're holding that thing back. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Is Reese unconscious or dead or whatever?
He is. He's
I'm
unconscious. He's unconscious.
Okay, let me just say something quickly. Normally, when I would be asleep, I'd just be in a mode where I'm not actively moving or anything, but I'm able to actively tell what's going on. I'm just so low on, being alive that I can't even tell what's going on. I am literally just trying to be alive. Period.
You are just emergency power saving mode.
Yes, emergency power saving
and
mode.
he's banged up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what do you guys do now?
Well,
Completely ignore the other friend.
I'm gonna go with Zach.
yeah,
li-
we can't do
literally-
much here.
So yeah,
I
so,
think
I'm gonna see how my other friend's doing.
so
Now
yeah,
I think about it.
so Guac, you walk into Idra's room, which is across the hall, and you see him just there, sitting on his bed, grasping his wounds. He looks like he's in pain. His cat Chris is just sitting on his lap.
Remember,
with
he
him.
has a medical kit.
Yeah,
I
Who?
used it.
yeah. I think you do have a
Oh.
medical kit, but you don't
Yeah.
have proficiency with it.
It's a healer's kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, then
Oh. Hey guys.
yeah,
Hey,
and
how'd your fight go?
then when you guys come in,
Go.
so when you two come in, you see Christopher the cat just look up at you guys. Then Drac, he then just jumps at you. Then he like, kind of like starts like hugging you and stuff. Drac, and the cat, and you feel the cat. He's shaking. Christopher's shaking. And he's also hugging you, Drac. So what do you two do?
Frenzied flame prescription.
Guys, I'm the fucking character in this scene. I deserve to be able to fucking speak. Ah, God. Yeah. Zach's just like he just mm, like he didn't stop Christopher at all. He was petting Christopher a bit. He let go the moment he started to move. So yeah. Um. Anyway, like yeah, Mirjarian, Queg, you asked how the fight went.
Mm-hmm.
I lost. You can tell I lost, but I thought I could be like Reese, but nope. I'm not good enough.
You're very, very
Um,
quiet. I can't hear you.
No, I mean,
That's
think
the
of it
point.
this. Think of it this way. Reese is a fucking freak of nature.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you can't compare anyone in us with us. I mean, like,
yeah.
he's an admiral. Like,
So yeah, what do you guys do?
I mean, think of it this way, Zach. It's a coliseum. You know they rig these fights sometimes.
Yeah, just seems like Reese is, well, I thought I could give it a shot.
I mean, think of it this way. You did a better attempt than I ever would have.
Zach, like, sort of, like, weakly, like, reaches up, punches Casey on the shoulder a little, like, come on, you're not that bad.
So yeah,
Good thing.
so yeah, Drac, what? Do you do anything with the books, Drac?
Well, I guess the fairy. Maybe look at the fairy book a bit.
Okay,
'Cause
so yeah,
that has a 50-50 shot.
so yeah, you look into the rainbow book, and in it, yeah, it just you look into it and hold let me let me pull up something really quick. What languages do you speak?
Casey speaks. Where's languages again? Common, Dwarvish, Orc, and Thieves can't.
These can't. Okay. Let me see what these things speak. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm doing this on the fly, guys. I just want to know what.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to keep the character.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what language this thing would be in. Okay, so Drac, when you open the book, it's so when you open the book, Drac, you see that it's kind of like a that it's so you see that it's kind of so each page is written in 2 columns. The column on the left side of the page is in common, and the column on the right side of the page is written in a language you don't know.
Is he holding this book in a place I could see it?
Yeah, is he just in the
Yes,
room with
yes.
us?
Drac, where are you right now? Are you still in the room or do you leave?
Yeah, I'm still in the room. Kind of like.
Gwek and EJ, you guys see the book.
What's that?
Say book.
Why'd you lie to me, Drac? I mean, Casey.
He's a thief, Midrian. Of course he did.
Well, they were right there. Anyways, I thought this book may have something good in it. It looks like a cheerful book.
Let me. I'm going to assume here. I'm going to assume there's something in here you can't read. Usually magical books. Or some weird language. Let me see if I can.
Gwek, you look at the book and what languages do you speak?
Arakakra, Orin, Common, Goblin, and Undercommon.
Yeah, you see that one of the columns is in common, and the second column of on the page is in a language that you don't know what it is.
Oh,
Alright.
Excuse me. Sorry. I actually picked up a few languages back in the monastery. I could give a crack at it.
Sure. And I kind of like hold the book in front of him.
Yeah. So yeah,
Zach
EJ.
leans forward a bit.
EJ, what
and
languages do you speak?
He's capable of speaking and reading Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the same thing that others see, and yeah, you can't read the language in the second column.
Sorry, I don't know that.
That's
don't-
okay. No,
Actually,
no, that's,
hold on. Can Zach attempt to make a check of some? Can he make like a history check to see?
I would say
figure
let's
this
roll
out?
insight.
All right, insight it is. Can Zach like reach into his memory and
Hey,
see if he's
guys.
come across?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I might know how to read this, but
What-
I'm currently
What languages do you
knocked
read?
out.
What languages do you read, Pyro?
So this the words.
Oh my God!
You
18.
speak words?
What?
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 If
What?
you're referring to telepathy,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
No,
you can't
no,
read a book
telepathy
mind.
doesn't work with the book.
So what languages do you speak, Pyro?
Never mind. No,
Okay, so-
I was wrong.
So yeah.
Okay, 18. Does Zach recognize this language?
Yes. So after a closer look at the book, you realize that the column on the right hand side of the pages is basically you believe that it might be the Sylvan translation of the common
Wait,
common columns. You believe that it's that the unknown language is in Sylvan.
so
Oh.
that is
Eureka!
what-
Fuck.
Hey, don't push yourself.
Sorry. But
But you're not 100% certain. But it is. But you feel confident in your guess.
yeah, I can't read this. But
I
I've
was
seen it. I could
wrong.
tell what it is. I believe it's Sylvan, if I recall correctly.
King
If it is
Christopher,
actually Sylvan,
I
I
know.
can't speak Sylvan.
King Christopher read Sylvan?
He's a cat, Casey.
He's a cat. No.
You don't know what your cat does when you're away.
I mean, he's always been with me, so he doesn't exactly do much when I'm not around.
That you know of.
Maybe. Cats are mysterious. Speaking of, Zach like slowly bends down a bit carefully to like scoop up Christopher, just hold him back a little. Just kind of hug the cat.
And Christopher hugs you back.
Aw. It's okay, little guy.
Cat to doing cat things.
Yes. Speaking of, where's my cat? Yeah, I have a cat too. She likes
Nice.
to run around. So yeah.
I have two.
You don't know what it says in Sylvan, but
Me what?
EJ, you have but when you look at it, you
Okay.
believe that
I have to grab groceries.
okay. So yeah.
Cat
All right,
meal when I'm
Pyro.
back.
But yeah, no, Zach is basically doing that thing where like you can kind of differentiate between like Korean and Japanese. You can tell which is which.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing that
Yeah,
effectively.
yeah, and also this next part you're less certain on, but you also believe that the Sylvan part is basically what it says in Common, but in Sylvan.
Okay, yeah. Just like I can see like one or two words that sort of link up. It's like there's the bit of translation.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, all of a
can't
sudden,
actually read it.
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna like take a gander to Common at least.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's get the
so
reading,
yeah.
I
So
suppose.
Drac, as you look at the common bits, you see that so as you glance through the common, you see that it's basically describing different parts of a place that the book calls the Feywild, and that the plane is kind of sentient, and that time there works weird.
The Feywilds.
Hmm.
You know, actually, Zach sort of like leans back on his bed, just like,
Gwek, Gwek, I believe that I believe that you've also seen something in the scrolls of the Lich Soul Sacrifice when you were looking at those scrolls. You saw a mention to the Feywild in the scrolls, Gwek.
All right.
So yeah, Drac, what do you do?
Well,
Well,
I am gonna, I think, kind of like put the book back.
Hello, I'm back.
welcome back.
hey, Bar. Well, hey, do you guys know what happened to Reese? I was expecting to see him.
You're
at
really
some
quiet,
point.
AJ.
God damn it! I'm trying to put on the voice, but I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently someone almost killed him.
Or something.
Him? You're
Yeah.
sure?
Well, I mean, we saw him in his little state thing. I don't know, whatever it was, but like, how do you say like? It looked bad. For
Oh, I see. It's just like Zach sort of like leaned, like lowering himself a bit, like, like visibly tense.
Yeah,
Oh,
and AJ, yeah, you feel the rumbling that thing is causing in the Coliseum. Yeah, and at about this time, you guys hear some flapping of large wings.
well, I guess we gotta get back out there then, huh? Like Zach is like slowly starting to get back up, like like set down Christopher, pick up his like coat thing with his undershirt, just slip that on real quick. Ah, okay. I guess we ought to leave or something.
Yeah, in the hallway, you guys a few of the fellow fighters are kind of gathering around that area, but they're giving you guys space to respect your privacy and all. But
Yeah, like we step out. Just,
and then yeah, and you see the Minotaur who brought you guys there. You see the two orcs who carried Pyro in. You see a few other members of various races who you guys have seen fought there in some battles of the past. So and do you guys go back into Pyro's room at all, or?
Why
I don't
not? We can wait for him to.
I don't think I want to see him like that.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Not. It's only a few holes in me.
Yeah, and a few gnarly dents too.
I mean, I guess it's sort of like seeing it's sort of like seeing Ryan all beat up, you know? It's just Oh, I've told you about Ryan, right? You two?
Not sure if I remember.
He's my best friend from back home. Uh, y well, he's the sort of guy that you just hate to see hurt, you know?
Oh.
Always running into trouble himself and always, like, trying to help others. And, you know. I guess, I guess let's peek. Like, Zach is, like, very pensively, is, like,
Yeah.
walking towards Reese's
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, and then you see him on the bed. Yeah, you see him banged up. You see him. Then you see and then you also see the crackhead artificer who gave Drac the bomb, and but Edrad, I feel like you don't
Don't know
recognize
him.
him. You don't
Don't
recognize
know him
him.
at all.
But yeah, he looks. But yeah, he basically he looks like an artificer. He looks insane, and he's just looking at Reese to try to fix him. But Drac, yeah, you do recognize him if you peek in again. So
Zach steps forward, like, are you here to help
I'm
him?
like,
so and then so he goes to he looks at him and goes, ah, yes, you I saw your fight. You I saw your fight. He then pats your shoulder, and then that you held on for a long time, my friend. And Drac, you recognize his voice. You recognize the crackhead's voice, Drac.
mother of God.
Metal key.
And so he then hears that, then he then turns back and he goes, ah, you, yes. How did that bomb go out for you? Did it do well?
We haven't had an opportunity to use it yet.
He then goes, well. He points out the window. And he goes, that's an opportunity.
Oh God, it's still going.
So
Yeah,
it is.
and you see the Typhon fighting the dragon.
Oh my God.
And you see the Typhon fighting the Sapphire Dragon. And you also see the wizard riding the dragon. So yeah.
Oh my.
I'm going to be back.
Wait. I shouldn't go. But Zach reaches back into like his bag, like real quick, is like just messing around a bit. Do you have one of these? He lifts forward his little healer's kit med bag.
He then looks at
No, I was doing this to Drac.
Okay.
Casey.
I do not.
You might want to take it. Here. It just passes it.
No, I insist you should keep it.
No, you are going to do something stupid. I'm just going to be sat here. You probably need it more.
Well, I mean, if you insist, I think should be wasted, but if you say so.
So yeah, Drac,
Okay.
you go to so then when you go to the head off to the thing, the Minotaur follows you. The Minotaur who brought you to Pyro follows you. And the box it's damaged, and he then grabs onto it, lifts it up, and then he goes, go.
All right.
So he then goes in. He then goes in after you, drops the thing. He then drops the bar door, and the one that leads into the main arena is a few feet up, and it's open, but it's tilted slightly, and the Minotaur picks you up, then just raises you up to have you crawl into the main arena. Then he follows behind you. What do you do, Drac?
All right, so I'm in the main arena now, right?
Yes, you're in the main arena, and the Minotaur is following behind you.
All right. How far away is this thing going on?
It's about 30. You're in the center of the arena, and you just came out of the door, and the center of this thing is in the center of the arena, and it's about 40 feet away from you.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take out the box, right?
Okay.
And I'm taking out my crossbow.
Okay. Oh, I just realized what you're doing.
Oh my god. This is why you have the healer's kit with you.
All right. So we're gonna assemble the nuke.
Okay, and at this time, you see the Lich come in you just see a just giant bird flying over the arena, and then you see the Lich just watching it like and you see the Lich just taking notes like, huh, interesting.
Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna start assembling the nuke.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me pull up a spell. Let me pull up a spell.
A spell.
No, I'm pulling because yeah.
If you kill him, you understand. You already know what's gonna go on with Reese.
Yeah.
Well, Reese doesn't know.
Yeah, I plan on visiting him, but
Well, you're gonna have an awkward reunion. Or like an awkward conversation there.
Come on. I just hope not. This music is making me lose hope, but man, it's so fucking fitting. This situation looks awful.
So yeah, so you then see. The wizard who's riding on the dragon sees what you're doing, puts it together, and then you hear his voice booming out. Everyone, get back! So then everyone just jumps backwards, and then you see a large ethereal cage just spring up around the snake thing.
No way.
Fucking bitch.
Wait, can he shoot through it?
Yeah, Drac, from where you are,
you're gonna kill everyone.
if Drac, from where you are, you look like you could barely be able to shoot through the bars. What do you do, Drac?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to try.
You got the heavy crossbow, man. You can do it.
So I'm gonna try and find a way where I can shoot it using the heavy crossbow.
Okay. So then as that is,
Do you have rope?
No.
God.
so yeah, so then
Alright, door's being knocked on.
okay, so then after the wall, after the cage appears, you see a few other. You then see the Lich chuck a few scrolls at a few of the other wizards who are helping the fight, and then three ethereal walls appear on the sides of the cage that are not at the wall that is facing Drac. What do you do, Drac? You've
Well-
you've loaded the nuke into the crossbow. You don't know if it's a nuke or not. You just know it's an explosive. What do you do?
Put the cylinder in the cylinder and launch it.
It's cylinderized.
So do you launch it?
I'm gonna launch it.
Please
So, yeah.
work.
So yeah,
Please don't kill us all.
yeah,
Roll for it.
yeah. Actually, roll for a hit on this.
Oh no.
Right.
Please, not 20. Please. Something
no.
beautiful needs to happen. No!
Oh my god.
What was it?
He rolled the 5.
Oh my god.
No!
You rolled a 3.
No!
Yeah, that you
Plus
gotta get
2.
the plus 2, which makes it a 5. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that because he's staying still. Roll again.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me,
Oh
man!
my god.
No! Another 5?
Roll again because apparently DDB hates you.
Just fucking give
Again,
it to him!
again,
Let
again,
him get away
again.
with it!
Oh,
Yes!
Okay, so
Yes!
so
Yes!
Drac, you managed to launch that bomb into
The first two times was a misfire.
Yeah,
It didn't actually
yeah.
shoot.
You just missed it! You just
and
missed
then-
the trigger! You
and
failed to
then-
pull the trigger!
and then so
You're too
Drac,
nervous. Hands are
Drac,
shaky.
Drac, you managed to then launch this bomb into the thing's mouth. Then once it goes into its mouth, the Lich then makes a fourth ethereal wall on that missing thing, and then a bunch of stone walls then surround the cage. Around the cage. You then
Oh my god!
feel the ground
Contain them.
shake and a giant plume of explosion go up into the sky. Yeah, and then the stone walls surrounding it crumble. Yeah, you then get knocked back into the cage and you fall about 5 feet. And then
Oh my god.
and then EJ, Guac, you guys now then fall into the ground too. And EJ, no, nobody needs to make saves. It's let me pull up this thing's. Let me see how much XP this gives.
No way.
You
Oh, and I'm
technically
gonna get it
killed
too
it.
because I was originally fighting it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I what? Oh wait.
You
Oh,
killed
no.
it.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Zach?
No, Drac killed it. Drac killed it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right.
Drac
I was about to say.
killed it, and since Pyro technically helped.
I was fighting it
Yeah,
before.
since Pyro helped, he also gains the XP too. And everybody just take a guess on how much XP this thing gives.
Okay.
God,
40,000.
Like 12k.
Did he get 7 levels?
Yeah, Guac, take a guess.
10k.
EJ, did you guess?
I said 7 levels.
7
not
levels.
XP, just levels.
Drac, guess.
40,000.
40,000. Pyro, what do you guess?
14k.
So, Pyro and Drac, each of you gain. Can I get a drum roll?
No.
Wait. Camera. I have my camera up. I want to see your guys' reaction to this too. So, don't worry, I'm not recording the call because I'm not recording the call. So, I'm recording the audio but not the visuals. So,
Yeah.
So for those of you guys who have a camera or face cam, can you please turn it on? I want to see your reaction to this.
Oh my fucking god, seriously? Alright,
I want
sure.
Have
to
one.
see your reaction to this. So if you have a cam, turn it on. EJ has a camera on. Okay, it's still loading for me.
How many cameras? This
I don't even think EJ's camera works.
Yeah, it's still loading. I don't think it works.
From last time, I
Thing
don't think
right
so.
now.
So yeah. Drac and Pyro, each of you gain
Yes.
13,000 experience.
Hey, I
Oh
was
my
exactly
fucking
right.
God.
I thought I said
I was
14,000.
exactly right.
Didn't you say 14,000?
Yeah,
No, I said
no, Pyro, you definitely said 14.
Yeah, I heard
Say
14,000.
14.
how much?
wait. What did you say then?
13.
13,000.
13. Oh,
1-3.
well, I was the closest.
Yeah. So,
I can't believe it. Casey did it. Casey became a main character.
Doug, does that count as a Chekhov's gun at this point? Yes.
I mean, we said fuck it. We said fuck the first two rolls.
Yeah.
And
I was
only
like,
went with a nat 20.
yeah.
But I guess yes.
Yeah.
I guess it
Level
does
8.5.
count technically.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, D&D really like screwing me over on
Yeah.
important roles.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
no! Don't tell me I've crashed. Oh god,
Like,
no way.
Oh wait,
no
I forgot
way,
to
no,
roll
no,
my
no,
HP
no,
for the
no,
last
no,
level
no,
too.
No, only Drac and Pyro gained it.
Yeah. I forgot to roll my HP for my last level too.
Ah, okay. So, yikes. So, yeah, what level are you guys at now?
7.
8.5.
Wow, yeah.
Oath of Glory.
So, yeah, that thing was a CR-15.
EJ crashed.
Oof.
So yeah, I think that definitely counts towards my oath then.
Yeah.
And hey, guiding bolt. Okay, anyways. 2d10. 6 and 9. 69. Amazing.
Nice. Alright, bread. That's how I feel about the 6 and 9 thing. Bread. Bread.
1, 2, 3. I have exactly 1, 2, 3 HP.
Yes. So yeah. So yeah, Casey, yeah, and
Poor EJ.
you didn't have to. I wanted you to.
This happened the last time he
Oh, yeah.
tried turning
Oh,
on
yeah.
his
Oh, yeah.
camera too.
And I think Drax also, laptop's also breaking too. So yeah.
How fun.
All right then.
So yeah, then Pyro, you're still unconscious.
I'm in power saving mode.
Yeah,
I'm basically dead.
yeah,
until
you're
further
still-
notice.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that was
Oh,
welcome back.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. Fuck, what happened?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah,
What?
yeah. I could
That
count
is
the amount of
definitely
I could
my-
count the amount of pixels that I hear in your audio on one hand.
Yeah, but what happened? I need to know.
So-
I need to fucking know.
Drac is now level 7, and Pyro
My
is now
fucking
8.5.
God.
I'm 8.5.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that just lengthens the gap even further.
Yeah, don't worry, EJ.
Once we all get to level 20, it'll be equal.
Is the
Yeah.
arena fine?
No, the arena's wrecked. Like
Oh,
there's a
great.
there's like a giant hole that the Typhon came out of, and yes, that thing's called a Typhon, and
Yeah.
and there's like there's a big crater where the nuke was, but you could tell where the walls were because there is a very distinct point where the blast where the blasting was immediately became far more shallow. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Oh my
so
fucking
then
god!
then-
Why did my laptop have to explode right then and there
So, yeah.
at the best moment?
Because I nuked the laptop, that's what.
God,
yeah. So
Exactly.
then
you fucker.
So then,
What?
Then you see on that there's, and also like the walls of the thing of the arena are damaged. So then a bunch of the people were getting out of the rubble. They're pushing it off of them. The Minotaur is helping with some people too. They then see the thing's corpse. Look at Drac. Then they start straight up applauding you, Drac. They're now cheering for you. Yeah, you're not a hero. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and Gwek.
Hello.
Don't worry for you being left behind in the dust. XP wise.
Oh, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, and it's Drac. Yeah, I mean it's EJ. Yeah, so I have
Yeah.
I have
Two up.
I have an encounter.
yeah,
I have an encounter planned in the future that might help you gain a lot of experience without any risk of you dying. Don't worry. Yeah, it's
no risk.
well, yeah, you'll see what I mean when it happens. You'll know what I mean. Don't worry.
Somehow I feel like Pyro is going to take the encounter. We're not going to get anything for it.
No, don't worry, Gwek. I made it happen to where Gwek will be involved. But
Yeah, but what about? Yeah, like once again, Zach is you know.
the way it's set up, well, the way that I originally planned it on happening is it being both Gwek and Pyro, but now I might have it be like only Gwek so that he actually could finally get some XP too. And don't worry, EJ, I will plan on a way for you to get a big boost of XP too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so yeah, and then you, and then, EJ, Guac, what do you two do?
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do after that?
don't
Where
know,
are we
maybe
right
try to-
now?
EJ and Guac, you guys are in Pyro's room with him, but he's still unconscious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Along with a psycho
Yeah, and
artificer.
Wait, so Drax gone, right?
Drac is in the stadium.
Did he leave his bag?
Can we hear the cheering?
Also, what
Yeah.
happened with the lich?
I took my bag with me.
The lich is on a giant bird, and he's just and Drac, you could you look up and you see the lich just casually standing on this bird, and he's like and you can't see his face, but you can see that he's crossing his arms, and his scroll is kind of just floating there, and you could vaguely see him nodding. Then the bird just flies back in the general direction of his tower. And AJ is back again. So yeah, and you guys could hear the cheering and the Githyanki and the manager both head out to then go look at the damage.
Huh. Wow. Sounds like Sounds like he did it.
So yeah, and then Drac. Do you look into the hole that the Typhon came out of?
Sure.
So you look into the hole, and then even though it's essentially near high noon, it's surprisingly dark in the hole.
Wow.
It's like unnaturally dark in the hole.
Don't jump in
even
there.
Even though the sun is practically directly above it, there's a lot of shadow in it.
Don't. Like, out of character completely. Do not fucking jump in there. I do not give a shit.
Why would I jump in there? Like,
No, I don't. I'm just making fucking sure you don't. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just
easy,
fucking saying.
Listen, Mr. Modern Warfare 2 lobby over here.
I want to fucking. God. I just want to make sure, alright? I still feel torn up emotionally about fucking Zach getting the shit kicked in.
DJ, I want you to know that your mic is constantly being maxed out.
I
Yep.
fucking know that. I'm on my phone. Like, it's obvious it is. Discord is still not reloading. It's still
Yikes.
broken. My laptop
Yikes.
is still frozen.
Like the whole laptop or just Discord?
At Discord, my mouse keeps lagging every couple of seconds.
Okay. Just use Task Manager to close Discord.
Yeah,
Reopen.
I did. I already did, and I'm trying to reopen it.
Okay. Maybe just restart the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's. Oh wait, no, my mouse isn't lagging. It's just Discord now.
So yeah. And so then,
I'll be back in a sec.
okay. So yeah. Drac, you see the artificer come up. You see him. You see him just like squatting down, holding on to like a giant rock there for and then just like looking down. Then you see him like get scared at something. Then that falls back. Then as kind of crab walks up the crater. Is kind of scared.
Who?
The crackhead artificer who gave Drac the bomb.
The one that was supposed to be in the room with me, helping me?
Yeah.
Mm.
He went out to see what happened because
You're demoted, Pyro. You're fucking demoted.
So yeah,
You're not the
so
main character anymore.
so yeah,
I know. I'm currently out of commission.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the artificer is terrified at something. Then the lich sees the lich is, so the wizard so the dragon lands, and the wizard gets off, and he just runs over to see what's happening. So the wizard gets surprised, starts taking notes in his in one of his many notebooks.
So the dragon is the sapphire one,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. I've made so many powerful friends.
Yeah, only you too, main character.
Mhm.
God damn it. It's awesome to see
Is
them
it
all.
wrong?
It's not at all. I love it, but like still, main character is now just a joke accusation for me.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Drac, what do you do now that you see the artificer freaking out at the hole and the wizard taking notes at the hole?
Can we have a fucking God, Zach and Major like show up a bit after
Yeah.
all this is going on?
So yeah, Zach,
Hello.
you guys see them take. You guys see the artificer scared. Then you see the wizard taking notes at the
Yeah.
hole.
It just showed up a little bit late to the whole
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
party.
So do you guys take a look at the hole?
I'm gonna say that Zach like takes like the quickest peek down it. Like alright,
you
I'm
see
not messing
you
with
see that. So at this time it's high noon and the sun is directly over the hole, and there is zero light in the
Yeah.
hole at all.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Zach,
throw a torch down it.
Yeah.
Zach is at 0 HP. He is stepping the fuck
So-
back.
so-
he knows. He
we
knows.
are
He knows
1
the
HP
right.
now. So who
Well,
throws a torch
yeah,
down the hole?
1.
I'm gonna
Effectively
throw a
0.
torch down the hole.
Okay, so yeah, you throw a torch down the hole, and once it enters the hole,
Eric,
you don't see yeah, you the light of the torch immediately shrinks when it enters the darkness. Yeah, it's unnaturally dark in the hole.
Yeah, like, okay, we should not touch this at all. Like, our crackhead is terrified. You know something's fucking wrong if the crackhead is terrified. Like, yeah, no, just Zach is just gonna like walk away from it and just probably like go to like and go back to like where they entered from
Yeah,
and just like not leave, but just kind of hang back.
yeah,
There's they got the basket again
Yeah.
with Christopher in it.
yeah. So yeah, Drac, do you check one of the books? Hint, hint.
Yes.
Which one do you check?
Considering black very bad, I'm gonna check the black very bad book.
Okay, so you check the book, and it's the similar thing to the fairy one, but instead of it being Sylvan, it's another language. Yeah, it's Abyssal.
I know how to speak Abyssal.
You're already
Ow.
conscious
Of course
still.
you
Don't question why. Don't question why. Stop it.
You're
Like, of course
unconscious.
you do. Like fucking, you can speak Sylvan and Abyssal. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Come on, dog.
Well, I don't believe you at all.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't actually speak Sylvan. No.
Okay, all right. That's
So yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah.
I
But you
was just saying it was something that I could have spoken.
all right. Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
All
so yeah,
right.
so yeah.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
All right.
And also, what do you mean you can speak Abyssal?
I mean, it's literally like a known language that I can
Yeah,
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
This is one of the ones
and
you picked
read
up.
and
So-
speak and.
So Drac. So yeah,
I know Abyssal, Common, and Telepathy, and I had the
No.
option for Sylvan.
No, you have Undercommon, not Abyssal.
What?
You have Undercommon.
I do?
Yeah, let me
Yeah, you
check
have
your.
You have Undercommon, not Abyssal.
Yeah, I'm pulling up your
Okay.
No, it's on my end. It's Abyssal.
On my end, it's Undercommon. Like,
Share your screen with me.
Right.
Are you sure that you're looking at his thing? Because
Wait, I'm changing it, and in the thing it says Undercommon, yeah. What?
huh, weird. Yeah,
So you
it just updated to me, and it's Undercommon. That's weird.
Okay then.
Yeah, I just
Thought that
refreshed
it
my.
was supposed to let me speak Abyssal when.
Weird.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I just refreshed the page and the Abyssal turned to Undercommon, which is weird. So yeah, So yeah, Drac, as you're
Because I
reading,
just went into the options for it.
as you're
But
reading
it
the
should
book,
have been.
as you're reading the, Drac. So as you're reading the book, you come to the conclusion that this hole, that the shadows, is a portal to the under. To wait, what's it called again? Because I know that this is a specific name.
Wait, what's the dimension called again?
Shadowfell. The Shadows is a gateway to Shadowfell.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
And you read that it is a land of dread.
A land of dread.
Yes, a land of dread that is basically
Casey has made a portal to Europe.
a portal to Europe. No, it's a portal to working with former President Donald Trump.
God, it's just
God,
fucking
no,
Brazil.
please.
It's just Shadowfell, Brazil. Just fantasy Brazil. Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe this shit. Oh wait.
So
Oh.
So yeah,
That's some
Drac.
info I probably shouldn't know, but all right.
Drac, what do you do?
Gonna look that up any further.
Hop in.
That is the first thing I have looked up in this game, and probably the last.
What did you search up?
Like I searched up just Shadowfell, and I found info of Shadowfell and the Feywilds are in direct competition and are direct opposites.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to gather.
So yeah, what do you do, Drac?
That is a good question.
I think it's time to just head home. I think it's time to call it a day and go to the tavern.
After the nuke thing, Casey doesn't really feel like jumping into black voids.
Yeah, Zach is just gonna like quietly walk back up again, like from behind, just put a hand on like Casey's shoulder. I think we need a good night of rest.
So Drac, well, let's do like mid-afternoon. So yeah, so the wizard notices the book. That he then walks up to you, and then goes, "Hello, may I see that book?" And you see him still taking notes about the hole.
God, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Zach should do this. Oh man, you know what? Zach is just gonna quietly like stand in between the wizard and Casey, just like, no, you may not.
I'm
Or you
confused
can look
on
at it tomorrow. All right.
I didn't.
Today has been one day, certainly a day. You'll look at tomorrow. Is that okay with
Wait.
you, Casey?
Wait, Sebastian, when did you open the page?
That's
Because
a little bit ago.
Yeah, I'll reopen
like
it.
before the session.
Like I opened it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, okay, because I changed it near the start of the session
Huh.
because I felt like it was more fitting than Undercommon, which I literally hadn't used and would probably not be that useful and didn't really fit.
Like
But-
I just reopened it and it still says Undercommon.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's because I just changed it back to Undercommon, but it should have been Abyssal
Huh.
before,
Yeah,
which is why I was
like
confused.
I saw it as Abyssal, then I refreshed my page, then it was like
Because
oh,
I
it was
went and changed it,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
should have originally been
Yeah.
Undercommon. I changed it at the very start of the session
Yeah.
to Abyssal.
Yeah. So
Actually,
yeah,
well, it was slightly before,
so yeah,
but
you guys
apparently-
head back to the to the hallway of the rooms for the place. And
Just told the wizard no,
it
fuck
really
off.
doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
though.
no, yeah, fuck off. We have our own wizard.
More like, nah, you don't get to read the book. You'll do it later. We're tired of bullshit right now.
so yeah,
Yeah, Casey's on like adrenal crack or something.
yeah.
Yeah. We're all running off of fumes, except for Medrian. Medrian's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I've done nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Medrian has just been watching, like, just two friends nearly die, and
Yeah.
also listen to a nuke explosion.
So yeah, yeah. What? So yeah, you guys are now in the little underbelly. What do you do?
Do you think, Casey,
Hmm?
do you think we could use your new reputation to get a free few nights at that inn?
Like
Of course,
So-
that's
so
the
like-
first
so like,
thing that you ask.
as you guys head out of the Coliseum, you see the governor, like standing there along with a few knights.
Oh no.
And he then, like, let me just quickly pull up a thing because there was because I want to know how long this specific thing takes. I know that there's an actual stat for it involving. So yeah, so he then, so the governor gets off of of his horse. Then he then walks up to you, Drac, and he then holds out his hand at you. What do you do, Drac?
I don't know. Tentatively give his hand out.
You know,
Like,
he like, holds it
holding
out.
his
He
hands for
holds his
marriage.
hands out like he wants
Oh.
to shake his hand.
I guess take his hand.
Okay, so yeah. So
It's just, I'm just imagining Casey like sort of partially melting down a little bit.
so yeah, like yes, don't mind me and don't mind any flipping you hear coming from my mic. I am just trying to find this. And yeah, so yeah. You then hear you then hear him say you then hear the you guys then hear the governor say as
It is 100% Casey's Chekhov gun.
and then hear him say, as a thank you for defending this city, I like. He then pulls out his sword off of his back, and it's a gilded sword. So then it goes
Oh, it looks shiny.
as a thank you for saving my land. He then pulls out his sword. So Drac, what do you do? He pulls out his sword, and he's like thanking you and stuff.
Like, which way is he holding the sword?
Um,
like,
I think
It,
you're supposed
so
to
so
bow down.
yeah, like Neil or something, cause like yeah he's because yeah
He's knighting you.
yeah he's knighting you.
Oh, I guess
Eh.
Neil. I guess.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's
So,
just-
so he then
I just imagine like Zach was like trying to keep that as subtle as possible. Like he's standing
Neil.
back a
Well,
couple
he,
feet.
yeah, I imagine he's like Neil.
Yeah,
Like,
just like mouthing it towards
Neil?
Casey, just like Neil.
Nihil? Nihil?
so
Nihil?
yeah,
Nihil.
Just like doing like trying to like motion towards it, like pantomime it without actually doing it. Just holding up a sign.
hold
that
on,
says
let me go
Neil.
close my door.
Yeah, Casey's like not used to any of this kind of stuff. It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
obviously, like this is something completely new for him. This is amazing. Yeah, Nihil. Fuck it. Just do the Zandatsu, it's fine.
Nihil.
Okay, I'm back, and sorry about any noise in the background. So then the governor knights you, and then what? So then he knights you, Drac, and he then goes, as a thank you for your aid, I shall give you an outpost to call for you and your friends to call your own.
Oh, that's actually like really useful and cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and like let me find the part that is like how to that's like that says where it is to how, yeah, right here. So yeah then nice. So yeah, he's so yeah, you all now have a so that he then goes well so yeah, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna continue to lay on the bed,
Yes.
basically nearly dead.
Yes.
I think you said an outpost basically for us.
He goes yes, he goes it's more of a fortified guild hall, but you could use it as a fort.
Yeah, like Zach is just like he's already starting to walk off towards. yeah, he's already starting to walk straight off in the direction like where he probably is. Like not
Yeah.
even like
He
he's tired.
He then,
just
yeah, he
wants to
then
go
he then like
rest.
turns around and then goes. So that he goes. He turns around and goes. If you're planning on going there, it's just started construction. It will be done in about 2 to 3 months. So yeah, So yeah. So yeah, then So yeah, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
I continue to lay on the bed near
Yeah,
the
Besides
dead.
obvious.
you, Pyro. Besides you.
Sit down, take a fucking seat, mute yourself, or something. I don't know. Fucking. Oh,
Goodbye.
dude, like, oh my god, there's so much we could do.
Yeah, you guys now. Yeah, it's basically like a cross between a guild hall and a stronghold and an outpost. The DMG calls it an outpost or a fort. So it's basically and it's basically a fortified guild hall, complete with like.
Yeah, I think Zach is just going to try and find the best thing he can use as a bed and
Yeah.
just fucking conk the hell out
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah. So
Like,
then
he's done.
you head back to the tavern, and then as you guys head back to the tavern, you hear the governor order a few people to tend to Pyro and his wounds. So then
Okay, great.
So yeah, and yeah, it was yeah, Pyro. It'll still take a few days for you to then be back at full throttle because you took some heavy hits. But yeah, you'll at least be Pyro will at least be conscious tomorrow.
He's at like negative 50 HP.
Yeah, Pyro will be conscious tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah, Pyro.
question.
Yes.
Could I temporarily play as a character who's like traveling through?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
This is how you're gonna squeeze in your bullshit? Alright, cool. Epic.
Like next session, while Pyro while Ree is resting and like finishing up his
Yeah.
recuperation and robot therapy, you could play as somebody else.
We hire a temporary party member
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
technically not temporary.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so yeah, I guess, Drac, Gwek. So yeah, we're back at the tavern.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
And then when you guys enter the tavern, and then like when you guys enter the tavern, like since you guys were like there for since you guys were there for like a few hours, like
We're known.
Yeah, you guys were there for a few hours, so the word has spread around. Because by then, because you were there for a few hours, so like you were there. People, it looks like it's gotten back to normal. People still look a bit startled, but besides that, it's like an average Friday night at the bar. So you guys come in.
Yeah.
The barkeep goes. The guys. So people look at me when the door opens. They go, hey, and then everybody goes, hey, and then it's like it becomes more lively when you guys enter the place.
Zach ignores everything and starts walking towards the room. Zach just fucking says,
The
"Nope."
room? You're just ignoring having to pay?
Yeah.
So then as EJ heads upstairs, the barkeep goes. He then turns to you, Quack, and goes. Due to your friends being good at, he goes. I heard from the governor. I heard that you're getting a new guild hall. You could stay here until it's built.
Yep.
Wait, thank you.
That's very nice.
Yeah, Zach heard that, like, just like, and he just started moving up the stairs faster.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't fully sure. Now he's entirely sure,
Yeah.
and he's going to fucking conk the
Yeah.
hell out.
Yeah,
Speed
EJ
running towards bed.
EJ cronks gets conked out on the bed.
Cronks.
Yeah, he gets
EJ
conked
is
out.
cronk.
Draken
Lies down, immediately falls asleep.
Draken
Gone.
Guak.
EJ is cronked.
Shut up. Fuck off. You know what he meant.
He's cronked on them. Yeah, he's cronked on that monk drugs. So
No.
Draken
no,
Guak,
Zach
what do
isn't
you
like that.
Draken Guak, what do you do? Draken Guak, what do you guys do?
Head up.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually?
hey, Casey.
Hmm?
You know those books you stole?
Books?
Yeah, those
Fuck
books
off.
you stole.
Fuck off, Casey. You've been caught out. You fuck off. I'll
What?
be right back.
About them?
Can I borrow them?
Sure.
Alright. Since I'm not very tired and I haven't done much today, I think I have the energy to read through these.
Go nuts.
So yeah, what do you Drac, do you hand the books over to Guak?
I do.
Okay, so Guak. Do you read them there in the bar, or do you take them up to your little suite upstairs?
Upstairs.
In the suite upstairs.
It's basically the attic. You guys live in a giant room in the attic. So it's a comfortably sized room with high enough ceilings so you guys do not have to crouch. So it's a comfortable attic. So you guys just Guak, you set yourself up in the room. You see EJ sleeping, and then you start looking through the books. And then you come across that the Feywild and the Shadowfell are connected, and they're effectively opposites. And you also notice that, and you also find that the Fey, who make the Feywild their home, are pranksters. And you also find some notes in the book about the Feywild that time in the Feywild moves weird. It says that there are accounts of people spending days in the Feywild while only hours have passed in this world, the material world, while other accounts state that people who have been in the Feywild for supposed years have claimed to only been a few days in there. But the person who wrote this book says that they have not personally confirmed those. The person who wrote the book on the Feywild says that they haven't confirmed those claims yet, and that it's only hearsay and it should not be taken as fact. So yeah, do you want to look for anything in particular about the Feywild or Shadowfell in those books? Quack?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, so, and then near the back of those books, near the end of your reading of them, you see that there is a map, and that there are a few X's on the map where, and it says that, and the author of the book says that that the X's are where the portals to it's where the author says that the reported portals to those between the material realm and the book's respected plane lie.
Okay, so
And-
it's the travel map of how to get the fuck back home.
Yeah, it's basically the book is basically shows where on the material plane reported portals leading to the Feywild and to Shadowfell are. And also you see that in the book of the Shadow Law, the book for Shadowfell, the place where you see that there is a small town where the city is, and that you also see that there is not an X on that town. So you assume that the portal to the Shadowfell there is either not documented or new. And you can also tell that the book is old due to the fact that in the maps the city is labeled as a town instead of a large city. And you know that it is the town because it is labeled because it is also labeled as Lexicana, which is the name of the city. Lexicana.
Okay.
So yeah, so Drake, what do you do? You see Guac reading the books, Idris sleeping, Pyro's back at the Coliseum getting treated. What do you do while all of that's happening?
Considering Casey's probably like, coming down off of like everything that just happened,
Okay.
he's going to sleep.
You go to sleep?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone takes a long rest then?
So yeah, everybody gets a long rest, and okay, so then it's now the morning the next day, and Pyro, by this time you regain consciousness, but you still feel some pain from the fight earlier, and you still have a few
So
deaths.
I'm gonna restore life with full HP and
Yes.
then just like halve my health.
Yeah. So yeah, and when you try to walk, you limp a little. So yeah, you have half speed for this day.
I'll tick off like 3 HP
Yeah.
off of my max just because I'm
Yeah.
still a bit fucked, but I'm a lot better.
And you EJ, your stomach area is
Wait,
still
what?
sore.
Why was my speed overridden to 25 this whole time?
Oh wait, you have the tower shield, right?
Yeah.
If it's my one, yeah, it reduces your max movement speed. As one of the downsides.
Wait. Yeah, let me look at tower shield. Tower shield. I'll just base this off of the common tower shield.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Holding shield, you have +1. You have total cover. Use action. Employing tower shield in combat, you take a -2 penalty. It rolls, but it can be ignored if you have shield master. Takes strength save. Shield bash and not take a -2 penalty. Yeah, there's not even on the common tower shield. There's nothing about it lowering speed.
Yeah.
He said it's on his custom.
Yeah.
his
I
custom.
added it to mine because the tower shield I made gives you like a big AC buff.
Yeah. You might as well just be a
okay.
stone wall. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So Pyro, what do you do? And also there is
Whoa, what the? Your shield gives 5 AC +3.
Yeah, I kind of unbalanced. I kind of unbalanced that one. That's why it's
Yeah, no, mine gives 4 in total. I don't think
yeah
that's...
yeah. I think I might have made it wrong, but then I never got around to like fixing it.
So you're not actually as overpowered as you.
Yeah, I never got around to actually fixing my tower shield. So yeah,
He's still overpowered, but he
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Yeah.
as strong as he is. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's good to know.
so
That's
yeah,
good to know.
yeah. I might fix it in between sessions. Yeah, and also
Definitely,
Pyro. Yeah, there's a note for you. From the manager of the building that says that your friends are at the inn.
Okay.
So do you live
You know what?
there?
Actually, we can make
Oh
that
yeah,
lore.
let me have my health.
We can
Okay.
actually make that
Okay,
lore.
so I'll
His
have
shield was
61.
damaged in the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have 62 HP since my max is 123.
Okay.
That's still like twice most of you
Yeah.
guys'.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll catch up someday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll head over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, as you are limping down, you see that there's a walking stick there in your room that somebody left for you. Do you take that, or do you just limp to the tavern?
I'll use my shield as a walking stick.
Okay, so
Fucking badass,
so
man.
you're walking down. There's. You guys.
No, shield on back using my giant slayer battle axe as the walking stick.
Drac, EJ, and Guac. You guys hear the slight clanking of him using his axe as a walking stick, and Pyro, you hear as you're walking down the city, you hear a bunch of applause from the people there because you survived that thing. People are applauding you. So
Just for being alive.
and also for helping fighting it off. You're brave enough to actually not immediately run away. You actually tried to fight
by the
it
way,
off.
I have a question.
Yes.
How much damage did I do to that thing? I know it's not going to be much
Here's the thing.
compared to its full HP bar,
Here's the
but
thing. It had the ability to regenerate its HP. So any damage that you would have done to it, it would have regenerated by next round or within a few rounds. Because that thing can regain 20 hit points a round unless it takes radiant damage.
Oh,
I did radiant damage.
What, you did?
No, you didn't do enough.
I did do radiant damage.
Really?
I also did force and slashing damage.
How did you do radiant damage then? To the Typhon?
From using... I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah, right.
I used my
I-
ability
Right.
thing
I-
Alright,
to add...
Your 5 levels of fighter overshadow
Your two levels
of paladin.
Yeah.
It's 3 paladin now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, nice.
Yeah. I
Oh,
forgot.
Also, now I know Guiding Bolt, which is a 4d6 radiant
Fine.
damage.
Finally,
spell.
you have a ranged attack now.
It's 120 feet.
Fun.
Yeah, you have a ranged attack.
And I can
now.
also give everyone temp HP.
Fun.
Oh hell yeah! We got the fucking buff. I inspiring leader. Then you do that. Fuck it.
So people are cheering at you. Drac, EJ, and Guac. You guys hear his clunking coming. Slowly. Then you get there. You enter the inn. The few people who are there see you. They cheer. They hold up their glasses. What do the rest of you guys do?
Zach
Let me
is
just
eating.
say one thing. I can also, whenever I use my Divine Spite, the thing I use whenever I also use the telekinesis thing to throw my axe at them,
Okay.
I can give anyone within 30 feet of me 2d8 plus 3 temp HP.
Wow. Okay.
2d8 plus 3. That's amazing. Oh,
Yikes.
that's so good.
So yeah.
Okay, but
So Drac, EJ, and Guac. Pyro has now entered the tavern. What do you guys do?
Zach is just sat eating. like immediately just fucking loading up on like a big old fucking turkey leg.
Did I ever get that other book from Jack as well?
The what?
The other book's the one about like the darkness one or whatever.
You have both of them, but you haven't get. But there's you let them on the table when you went to sleep. They're sitting on the table.
Okay.
Yes, totally not important. Just leave them there.
Iris. Is
Shut
like
up, alarm.
So yeah,
like Zach notices Reese after like a couple of seconds, like, and then just waves at him like cheerfully, like "Hi, Reese," and then just goes
I
back
wave.
to eating.
I wave back a little, and I'll come over to the table and
and the books
sit
are
down with
yeah,
my.
and the
How heavy am I?
you're like
Okay.
a few hundred pounds, I think.
No. 145.6 plus my base weight, which is
You're not
how
sitting in a
much?
chair. You're just kind of squatting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a
Plus 302. I weigh
Yeah.
447.6 pounds.
wow.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You're just squatting at the side of the table where a chair should be.
So like then the
Chairs are too weak for me.
Then the tavern keeper then brings out a custom-made metal seat for you, and it looks heavy-duty. So do you sit in it, Pyro? It's a heavy-duty metal
yeah.
seat. So,
Cool, a custom seat. Can it survive half a ton?
yes. No. It's a quarter of a ton. A ton is 2,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Can
Oh, yeah,
Can we
just-
give Casey's crossbow a buff just to make it awesome?
Yeah.
Legendary bow.
Yeah.
Maybe make it so it like reloads twice as slow, but has a higher two-hit chance,
Yeah.
because that's something he always struggles with.
Yeah.
God, that'd be actually fucking awesome.
Because honestly,
There's
like,
a
this has done a lot of final blows. Like,
Yeah, it really has. Like, it's always been there when it just needs one more hit.
Yeah,
It's
like,
perfect, honestly.
There is a perk that you could that the artificer could give to it called the repeating shot, and it basically
Which makes it
not
ignore reload.
it doesn't need to be reloaded, but that ammo
Or have ammo.
Yeah, it doesn't need to have ammo, but that ammo that it is magically reloaded with is non-magical. So it doesn't have effect on against creatures that are immune to non-magical damage.
It's like when you play a game and you have like ammo choices, but your default ammo is infinite.
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
I just probably like a buff for like if something's like the lower the health is, the better chance it does more damage or something.
Okay, so yeah.
So on low health targets, it gets like a boost to its fucking to its hit chance.
Yeah, do you guys tell Pyro about Drac being knighted and the fort they guys are getting?
No. Zach is just focused on eating and, you know, feeling alive after all of that, even though it's been a day now.
Yeah, Drac, what about you? Do you tell them that you got
No.
knighted?
No, I'm kind of like eating as well.
Okay, what about you, Gwek? Do you tell Pyro that Drac got knighted?
We'll tell him later.
But I was asleep.
No. He got
9 hours have passed. It's the next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you
Yeah.
guys are downstairs.
Yes, I know. I understand. You're in D&D. I will get off soon.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Just we'll fucking tell him later. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And just everyone's like in a good mood.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for this day's session.
Close the book.
Chloe,
Now, I'll just insert stylized outro of like zooming out from
Hold
a
on,
book
hold on,
with
hold
the-
on. Let me turn off noise suppression on Discord. Turn off noise suppression. Then now it is time. That is today's session.